Hey and welcome back. This is fourth video in the series of Powerhouse Mining compounding calculator tutorials. And in this video I will show you how to copy your old data into compounding calculator. So it starts to reflect exactly what you have in your back office. Enjoy! So this video is for those who already know how to use this calculator, have watched my videos how to set up the setting sheet, how to fill the live statistics and how to calculate your daily earnings in percentages, and also how to fill a compounding page. And if you now want to copy your old data from your back office to this calculator, so this calculator would reflect everything that you have in your account. So this is for those who are already members of Powerhouse Mining before they started to use this calculator. And I have made this process quite easy. I have created a page or sheet which you can find if you go to copy, and here you have to copy all the contracts you have in your back office, and then it's easy for you to copy those contracts in live statistics sheet and also in compounding sheet. So we need to have like 3 steps. We need to know our own deposit, we need to know our referral deposit, and then we need to know the exact amount of contracts we have in our account, and also when we have purchased them, because this is required to know when those contracts will start to expire if you are dealing with Ethereum contracts and altcoin contracts. With Bitcoin contracts, it doesn't matter when you have purchased them, because they are like lifetime contracts. But with Ethereum and altcoin, you need to know when you have purchased them, so they will start to expire exactly after the expiry time will end. So let's start to copy it. And this currently this calculator is completely empty, so there's nothing written in it, but I will make it so it reflects exactly what it is in my back office. So I will show you my own calculator, which is already filled, so you know what it will be looking like. So if we take a look, we have everything in live statistics, the current situation, how many contracts, and also compounding page shows our future, how much we can earn, and so on. So I will create this calculator exactly like you see here, but not exactly like you see here, but so it will work exactly like it would work with this calculator, because the history will be a little bit different, because we are not copying everything like it shows here. But I will show you the process. I will go back to this empty calculator. So let's start to copy the data from our back office. And first you need to know when you started. If you don't remember the day, you can get it in your back office. Go to back office, and you need to know which contracts you purchased first. If you don't know, you can check all the contracts and then you see which has the first date. I know I purchased Ethereum first, so I will go view Ethereum contracts. And here I can see that my first purchase was 18th of July. So I will write this number, starting date 18th of July. So this is my starting date. Now we need to know our own deposit, and if you have referrals, you need to know also your referral deposits. Unfortunately, we cannot know our own deposit from back office. We have to remember it ourselves. And it doesn't matter if you have made separate deposits, like it is with me. If I open my own calculator and go to compounding page, we can see that the first deposit was $34, and then 2 weeks later I added 50 more, and then a week later I added 50 more. And it doesn't matter, because we're going to copy the contracts and the purchases exactly like they are in our back office. So we can write those numbers anywhere we want in history, not to the future, but in the history. So in our example, we're gonna add them just to initial deposit. So my total deposit is 134. Now we can write our first level referral deposit, and this we can know from our back office. Go back and go to statistics. And now we go to view downlines. And now we have to add everything together. So I will open the calculator and add everything together. So 525 plus 17.5 plus 804 plus 690.6 plus 15. So together is 2052.1. And now I will write this number in my calculator. 2052.1. And unfortunately, we cannot see our level 2 referral deposits. We can only see our level 1 referral deposits, but we can calculate it very easily. We go to compounding page and we check the total commission. So right now the total commission is 102.57. And if we go to our back office and go to back to stats, we see that the commission is 108.49. So it's more than in our calculator. It means level 2 referrals have also deposited something. And now we have to just play with the numbers to know how much they have deposited. So I will go to my calculator. We need the number 8.49. So we'll go back here and start to write numbers to this deposit line. You can also do the same. You can add the numbers here, but then you have to switch between those sheets to know when you have the correct number. Instead, we're gonna write those numbers in this line. And again, it doesn't matter where you write it, as long as it's in the history. So before today's date. And let's start something. Let's put 100 somewhere here. And we have now 105, so it's still too few. 200. Now it's 108.57 and we had 108.49. So we need to take something off. Let's write 195. Now it's again too small. Let's write something here. You see, I'm moving by 250 because the contract, altcoin contract is 250. Because the referral page calculates the commission according to the purchases, not according to what you will deposit. Because if I write here, let's say 97.8, it will not change the commission because he cannot purchase more with this amount. It only the commission is only calculated from the purchases. So 197.5, and now we have 1 cent more. And I would leave it like it is, because if I take one contract off from here, you already saw it was 108.40 something. So I will leave it like it is. And why it doesn't reflect exactly the correct number? Because some of those referrals maybe have purchased Bitcoins, some of them have purchased altcoins, and that's why there's a little difference here. But 1 cent is not a big difference. And now we have our deposits in place, and we need to check our contracts. And those contracts are not reflecting our current situation in our back office, because if you go to today's date, it's 19th of October, you can see that we have 94 altcoin, 5 Bitcoin, and Ethereum 0. But in our account, we should have 120 Ethereum, 1 Bitcoin, and 11 altcoins. So now comes into play the sheet what I have created. So we need to copy everything to that sheet. let's start with Ethereum contracts. So I will open view Ethereum contracts, and I will need to copy everything from here. So I choose the number and I go totally down and copy everything. With Ctrl C, then go back and we'll go to copy sheet. And I have to paste everything on this first box or cell. And you can do it with Ctrl V, or you can do it with right click. And if you keep source formatting, or if you use Ctrl V, it will change the table a little bit, but this doesn't affect the outcome. If you want this table to be like it was, you should choose match destination formatting. So now it is like it was. Now we have everything here. Our purchase dates are here, and we have now 2 columns here. So the total column is which you copy to your live statistics sheet, and the both column you will copy to compounding sheet. So let's copy everything from here, total, and till today. Too much, and 120. Now copy it with Ctrl C or with right mouse button, and let's go to live statistics. And we need to paste it to this line here. So from 18th of July, our first purchase was 18th. And now please click right mouse button and choose values only, or other way you will mess up this table a little bit. And now we have everything here. And you see those dates also went up to till today, and we have something also here, Ethereum total value of our contracts. Now let's go back to copy sheet, and let's choose another column, so this pot column, and again copy everything what we have here, Ctrl C, and now we go to compounding page. And we're gonna add it to our Ethereum purchases. So we go back to our first day when we made our first purchase. It was 18th of July, and I will paste it again with right mouse button and values only. If I would do Ctrl V or paste other way, I will mess the table. So values only. So now I have my contracts here, and I have 120 contracts, and exactly when I have purchased those contracts. Now we need to do the same with the other contracts, so BTC and altcoin. So I will go back to my back office, go view BTC contracts. And even if I have only one contract, still copy it, and I will explain you why. So I will copy it, go back, and go my copy sheet. Now we need to clear this data here, and it's very easy. You can just reset data, and everything is empty. And now we're gonna paste our BTC contract here. And now I tell you why you need to copy it even if you have only one. Because the purchase has been made on 5th of September, and 5th of September is here. So before it, those zeros are important here, and afterwards also those zeros are important, and I will tell you in a moment when I copy those numbers to compounding page. But first let's put those numbers in our live statistics. So Ctrl C, live statistics, and we're gonna paste it here. You can actually delete those zeros also if you want. I'm gonna delete those because I don't need them. And now those contracts start from here. And I go back to my copy, and then I again copy everything from the beginning. And now comes into play why I copied those zeros too. When I go here to Bitcoin, you see if if I would add only the purchase from September, I would have some weird numbers here, -1, 3 here, -1 here, 1 here. So I need to change everything to reflect the actual situation in my account. That's why I need to copy also those zeros. So I will again paste it here. So now it reflects everything what is in my account. But we have still one to go, altcoin. As you can see, there are many minuses and everything here. So we need to do the same with altcoin. So I will go back to my back office, view altcoin contracts. And now I copy everything again. Go to copy sheet, reset data and paste those here. Now I copy the first column total, Ctrl C and go to live statistics and paste it here. Values only. And again I can delete all those zeros. I don't need them. And to the compounding sheet. So I will copy another column, Ctrl C and compounding sheet. Paste it here, values only. Now it should reflect exactly what is going on in my account. So if we take a look at today's date, 19th of October, I have 11 altcoins, I have 1 Bitcoin and I have 120 Ethereum. And if I go to my back office, go stats, I see that 120 Ethereum, 1 Bitcoin and 11 altcoins. So everything is okay. And one little note I want to mention here. If I go to live statistics, you see that I have 10 contracts of altcoin here on today's date. This is because today's earnings were calculated with 10 contracts. And tomorrow I will add this 11th contract. So either way, if I would have 11 here, it would calculate today's earnings, which I already received with the 11 contracts. So then it will not be correct. That's why you don't see 11 here. And now we have only one thing left to do, which is we need to have our ending balance also reflect our current situation. So I will go back to compounding page and you see that here the purchase balance is -83 and tomorrow I would purchase -34 altcoins. So we need to change that. And it's very easy. You change the balance after purchase. So you need to change that just this number here. So I'll go back to my back office, check my current situation. So account balance is 0.95. I use this number and I write it here. 0.95. And now everything should be okay. So let's check with my own calculator. I will open it and let's check today's date. So we have 11 altcoins, we have 1 Bitcoin, we have 120 Ethereum. The ending balance is 0.94 and we have here 0.95. So 1 cent difference is, doesn't make big difference. And this is our new, which we have filled. So let's check those earnings also. Tomorrow I should earn 104 and the day after that 105, because tomorrow I will purchase 1 Bitcoin. Let's see my own calculator. And yes, tomorrow I will receive 1.04 and day after that 0.4. This is because I'm not purchasing Bitcoin. If I'm going back to other today's which we just filled, and if I would not purchase Bitcoin, it will reflect exactly like it is in my own calculator. So 1.4, 1.04, and tomorrow, day after tomorrow, it will purchase 1 altcoin and I would have 12 contracts. So let's see it in my own calculator. And yes, after today's one purchase, and 12 will be the total. So this is how you copy your old data to this calculator, and now on you can start to fill it daily, and I showed it in my compounding sheet tutorial video how to fill it daily and how to change the numbers. So right now on it should reflect exactly what you have in your account, and you can build your strategies according those numbers here. So you can check is it good to purchase bitcoins, is it good to purchase altcoins. You can change the compounding, you can set your goals, and you can choose, like I said, altcoin, bitcoin, and you will see everything here. So you can play around with those settings, and then you see the best outcome which you want to have, and then you start to follow this strategy. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, if you have some problems, or even if you have some suggestions about this calculator, feel free to contact me, and I will help you out. And if you have some suggestions, maybe I can add those into this calculator too. So enjoy this calculator, and I hope it will give you great value, and it will be a great tool in your journey with Powerhouse Mining. And again, if it's not too much asked, you can make a little donation if you appreciate my work. And I will see you in my next videos. So take care and happy mining.